Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Respectable Chief Guest, Mia Mohammad Latif Saab, Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain, Rector, National Textile University, Sir Imtiaz Rastkar, Chairman and Founder, Rastkar Company, Professor Dr. Arshad Ali, ex-Rector NTU, and currently CEO of Asian Institute of Industrial Air, Syed Mahfouz Kutub Saab, Section Chairman, Lahore Committee, the Textile Institute, Maqsood Zulfikar Saab, and other respectable members from industry and faculty members from National Textile University. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning. I would like to welcome all of you on this inaugural ceremony of and we have a lady, Ms. Cynthia, from which is a marketing director from VP Instruments, Netherlands. She will be along with us all the ceremony, and I welcome her as well. So I welcome all. Before getting into the technical discussion and the proper inaugural session, I would like to request Professor Dr. Tahir Hussain Saab to recite some verses from Holy Quran. Sir, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس. صدق الله.
Jazakallah. I will request all of you to please stand up in the respect of national anthem, please. So starting, I would like to request Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain to give her views on the importance of compressed air and the role of this Center of Excellence on compressed air. So please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Mia Mohammad Latif Saab, Chairman, Janab Group and Chanwan. He's one of the pioneers in textile branding in Pakistan. Honorable Mahfouz Kutub Saab, Chairman, the Textile Institute UK Lahore Chapter. He's one of the legends of textile weaving industry. Honorable Umar Slim Saab, Distinguished Representative of the Lahore Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Honorable Imtiaz Rastkar Saab, Chairman, Rastkar Group, one of the most visionary and futuristic entrepreneurs in Pakistan. Dr. Arshad Ali Saab, a leader in change management and industry-university partnerships. Respected Ms. Cynthia Cooper, Director, Marketing, VP Instruments. Dear colleagues, gentlemen, first of all, I would like to warmly welcome you on behalf of National Textile University. Thank you very much for sparing your valuable time for this event. Taking this opportunity, it is my profound pleasure to express my deepest gratitude to all the sponsors of the Center of Excellence of Compressed Air who made this event possible, including Compare Germany, who gave us modern and state-of-the-art compressed air equipment. Parker, France, provided the aluminium piping. VP Instruments, Netherlands, they provided the monitoring equipment. AirPro Technics, who designed the compressor room, the air audit, the Scone pneumatics, and last but not the least, Rasgar Air Groups for putting it all together. I thank you all these sponsors from the deepest core of my heart for all of your beneficence. Compressed air is one of the most important utility in textile mills. And although air is free, but compressed air is absolutely not. If we see the latest trends in textile and clothing and overall worldwide manufacturing industry, there are two key trends which are becoming very, very important day by day. One of those trends is the sustainability, and the other trend is digital transformation. So when we talk about sustainability, it's all about conservation of resources, use of less and less energy, and use of less and less other resources. And when we talk about digital transformation, it is all about connectivity and remote monitoring. And these two aspects have been very much addressed by establishing their Center of Excellence of Compressed Air. At the National Textile University, we have different programs ranging from textile engineering to fashion design and textile management and marketing. We do have some courses which deal with textile utilities and services related with textile industry, but we always lack the required infrastructure as far as the compressed air is concerned. So with the provision of this state-of-the-art compressed air system, I believe our students will have a golden opportunity to learn a lot better about the importance and functioning of this compressed air. And not only our students, but all the local industry and industry in the vicinity of Faisalabad, they will also have an opportunity to see it working and to get training on it. And hopefully it will bring a positive change in the industry. So I once again thank all the sponsors for making this possible. And thank you all for participating in this event. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now we have Dr. Arshad Ali with us, who will present a detailed overview of the Center of Excellence on Compressed Air, which is actually a great example of university-industry partnership in action. So I would like to request Dr. Arshad Ali to explain its objectives and how it's sustainable and the way forward, please, sir.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I am extremely thankful to Mia Latif Saab, who has always been patronizing the activities at NTU. And no matter what the situation is, how busy he is, he always take out time to be part of. So thank you very much, sir. It is a matter of great honor. Thank you, Dr. Tanveer. He is a true academic leader. I had the opportunity of working with him, and the kind of analytical presentation he makes and the vision he possesses, I think he is a real leader for NTU, and NTU is progressing very well under his leadership. Kutab Saab, Imtiaz Saab, and especially Cynthia from Netherlands, I am extremely thankful because you have been very actively participating and contributing in establishment of this center. I have seen very few industries have the vision that how valuable these kind of contributions are. So I will talk about some details of Center of Excellence. But before we go that, because we are sitting in the universities, it is always good to revive and refresh why universities exist. The first and the foremost is that universities are custodian of the values of the society. वो जो इखलाकियात और तरबियत है, ये यूनिवर्सिटी से एमिनेट होती हैं. दैट इज़ वाई इट इज़ वेरी वेरी इम्पोर्टेंट कि हम अपने जो यहाँ स्टूडेंट्स हैं उनको whatsoever we teach technically, that is one part of our responsibility. More important is what kind of values we are imparting to them. Then the second important responsibility is to develop and nurture talent as well as knowledge, but that knowledge must have the relevance for socio and economic development. Because हमें वो कहते हैं वो लोग नहीं चाहिए जो डिग्री याफ्ता हों, हमें वो लोग चाहिए जो तालीम याफ्ता हों और उस इल्म को इस्तेमाल कर सकें हमारे सोसाइटी के प्रॉब्लम्स सॉल्व करने के लिए. The other most important thing is that the faculty at universities shall be able to engage with their stakeholders. We will talk about who these stakeholders are. लेकिन we need to understand as faculty member that हमारा काम सिर्फ पढ़ाना नहीं है, हमारा काम इस इल्म की जहाँ यूटिलाइजेशन है उनके साथ कनेक्ट करना है. So that is very important. So that is very important aspect. Then innovation and entrepreneurship is the only way forward which can help any nation, any society to survive. So talking about the stakeholders of the university, the most important is the community and the society. Wherever the university is, university shall be able to make a mark onto the community and the society which is part of it. And industry is very, very important user of the knowledge and the human resource from the university. Government obviously is very important component. Alumni is another very, very important component because they not only form part of the community, but they are industry also. So alumni engagement brings lots of values to the university. So if we look at some statistics, in 2008, most of the companies which were top in the world which possess more material resources. But in just 10 years of difference, if you see, more companies are which has focused on innovation, knowledge-driven processes and the businesses. So the artificial intelligence, AI and data analytics, data science are very, very important for driving any business. That is why it is very important for universities also to think that if business is changing, then they cannot work in a very traditional way. Initially, शुरू में यूनिवर्सिटियों का रोल होता था टीचिंग और HR डेवलपमेंट और फिर बाद में रिसर्च का एलिमेंट आया. बट नाउ द यूनिवर्सिटी हैज टू टेक अ रोल ऑफ सोशियो इकोनॉमिक ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन. ये यूनिवर्सिटियों से ही आएगी, देयर इज नो अदर वे, क्योंकि यहाँ पे न्यू आइडियाज होते हैं और उन आइडियाज को इम्प्लीमेंट करने का जज्बा होता है. सो उस जज्बे से जो फायदा उठाना है वो यूनिवर्सिटी और इंडस्ट्री ने मिल के करना है. So that is why leveraging innovation, technology, entrepreneurship is very important to solve local problem. और इसी चीज को knowledge economy कहते हैं. So we picked one problem. There are so many problems in the industry. एक problem जो है वो compressed air का है. If you look at it, once air is compressed, 80% of the energy is lost in the form of heat. बाकी जो 15% रह जाती है उसका आधा जो है वो यूटिलाइज होता है. द रिमेनिंग हाफ इज लॉस्ट इन टर्म्स ऑफ लीकेजेस, improper use, etc. And compressed air is 8 times higher in cost than electricity. So because it is very convenient to use and the kind of power you can draw is more, so that is why it is easily used in many of the industrial processes. Or now it is very difficult to imagine an industry which can run without the compressed air. So it is very, very important for the universities as well as the industry to understand कि compressed air है क्या और इससे हम फायदा कैसे उठा सकते हैं. मैं जब यहाँ टेक्सटाइल यूनिवर्सिटी में था तो इंडस्ट्री से इंटरेक्ट होता था, वो कहते थे वो बिजली मार गई है, लेकिन वो बिजली किस तरीके से मार गई है एंड हाउ मच इट हैज इम्पैक्टेड एंड व्हाट कुड बी utilized is very important to understand. So we very easily understand the yarn balance sheet because इसका एक process होता है to produce a product. Then there is a supply side. That supply is transported from one point to wherever it is utilized. And if anything is lost in between, it is very easy to detect because it is visually and physically measurable. But exactly the same kind of balance sheet exists as far as the compressed air is concerned. We understand the product, there is a supply side, but the transportation part is least understood. The demand part is least understood. And once these are neither understood nor visible nor measurable, so then no action can be taken. And we don't know from where we are getting hit by all these losses, which are ultimately translating into cost of production, and then we say our cost of production is higher. So all the compressor room, the piping, the utilization of it, where the airjet looms or any other machinery is concerned, are very important to be understood in terms of its utilization. I'll just give some examples where we had the opportunity to interact. This is Master Textile. They saved 16.5 million just by controlling the compressed air losses for improper use by the employees and the workers, for leakages, etc. So similarly, it is Kohinoor Textile Mill. They saved almost 13.66 million by controlling the compressed air. Similarly, this is Shafi Textile in Lahore. So they saved almost 11.76 million. So these are just the examples which I collected where some work has already gone in. So realizing this deficiency in knowledge as well as technology, we have established a Center of Excellence in Compressed Air. It is initiative from Potohar Center of Entrepreneurship Development, which has been established as a not-for-profit organization by Imtiaz Saab. This center is a living example of university-industry partnership. आप लोगों ने भी बहुत सारी कॉन्फ्रेंसेस भी देखी हैं, एक्टिविटीज भी देखी हैं यूनिवर्सिटी इंडस्ट्री पार्टनरशिप पे. बातें भी बहुत होती हैं और सोच भी बहुत होती है, बट वेरी लिटिल एक्शन इज बीइंग टेकन. सो दिस इज द रियल एक्शन पार्ट ऑफ द यूनिवर्सिटी इंडस्ट्री पार्टनरशिप. जहां तक पोटोहार सेंटर फॉर एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप डेवलपमेंट है, it has various initiative. इनमें से जो दो मेजर इनिशिएटिव है, एक पाकिस्तान एरोस्पेस काउंसिल है, where we are helping to develop a platform for the industry which are producing parts for aerospace industry. So we have put together a bouquet of about 60-70 industries to help them, to bring them together and help them for identification of export market. Similarly, there are many other manufacturing processes which need detailed understanding. So we are working over there. Another part is Asian Institute of Industrial Air, which has been specifically created to address the gaps in the industry in terms of technical knowledge as well as the expertise. So this Center of Excellence in Compressed Air, or Ceca, is initiative of Asian Institute of Industrial Air, and this came out of just one of the discussion which we had Dr. Tanveer Saab and he very quickly understood that we need to take further steps, and that is what has transformed us and brought us together over here. So the vision behind Ceca is providing awareness and skills to connect education to industry. So this is the vision, because unskilled workforce or those with limited training and knowledge actually cost more to the industry in the form of low productivity, wastages, overall performance. So it is very important that the staff is appropriately trained, and then it has to follow various kind of international standards as far as production is concerned. So this center will be providing competent human resource to the industry, help in waste reduction, industry competitiveness, facilitation for converting to pneumatic automation. So that is where this center will be helping. We will also, we have already discussed and formulated a couple of research projects as far as master level is concerned. So along the line, we will also look into possibility for PhD research, but more focus would be the real problem faced by the industry, because that is where the real value lies. So the resources are, we have established an industry standard compressor system, which is state of the art. Latest equipment for remote monitoring, where Cynthia comes in. She will share the power of remote monitoring. So we have also established a training hall. We have also developed a textbook so that and this textbook will not only contain the knowledge which exists in the books. इसमें बहुत सारी हमने वीडियोस और वो प्रेजेंटेशन उर्दू में भी डेवलप किए हैं और कुछ पंजाबी में भी डेवलप कर रहे हैं, so that we touch the heart of the learner rather than a lecture is being given and the activity is over. We have also developed various posters, as well as we put internal parts for display to the students, so that they can touch and feel कि ये compressor होता क्या है और different parts किस तरह के होते हैं. These are some of the training program which will be conducted over here. Compressed air systems, basic compressed air, advanced courses, waste management and recovery, monitoring management, compressed air quality in food and pharma. That is another very big sector, and small little ignorance can actually affect the health of the people. So compressed air play a very, very important role, clean compressed air in the pharma. So compressed air auditing, as far as leakages detection and management is concerned, operation and maintenance of vacuum and blowers, compressed air pollution, service and maintenance of compressed air system, compressor room layout and designing. We have come across, I visited many of the companies, वहाँ पे लोगों को यही नहीं पता है कि कंप्रेसर रूम जो है वो डिज़ाइन किस तरीके से होना है, उसमें वेंटिलेशन कैसे करनी है, उसमें सर्कुलेशन का एरिया कैसे छोड़ना है, जो एग्जॉस्ट है वो किधर होने चाहिए, एयर कंडीशनिंग मैनेज कैसे होने चाहिए. सो ऑल दैट विल बी कवर्ड अंडर दिस सेंटर. इंडस्ट्रियल एयर क्वालिटी स्टैंडर्ड्स, ट्रांसमिशन एंड पाइपिंग, जो कि एक बहुत बड़ा सब्जेक्ट है. एंड it was quite surprising for me to know कि सिर्फ पाइपिंग में लोग PhD कर रहे हैं. It is such a specialized, absolutely. So this center is a very unique. It has no one company or organization has participated. NTU is the host as far as center is concerned. They bring a lot of strength in terms of knowledge. Then Ingersoll Rand has joined in towards the end part. I am sure we will have more partnership and contribution because companies need to understand, the more understanding their user will have, more sales their equipment will have, which very few companies understand. So Parker is the company which has provided piping from France. Compare again is part of Ingersoll Rand now. Then Potohar Center for Entrepreneurship Development started this concept, implemented it, and Rasgar Air Compressor actually has been a very important partner in putting up the design, implementation. And I'm very thankful to Rasgar Saab that he has also taken up the responsibility कि इसकी future की maintenance they will provide free of cost. क्योंकि ये भी एक बड़ा होता है कि एक फैसिलिटी एस्टेब्लिश हो जाती है, बाद में उसका कोई वाली वारस नहीं होता है, एंड द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन समटाइम डज नॉट हैव द फंडिंग, बट रासगार साहब हैज टेकन द रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कि वो पार्ट्स के अलावा पार्ट्स ऑब्वियसली विल बी प्रोवाइडेड बाय द यूनिवर्सिटी और व्हाट्सएवर द फंड्स आर जनरेटेड, लेकिन इसकी जो मेंटेनेंस है दे विल प्रोवाइड फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. सो now this center is only one of the activity. We plan to establish more center of expertise in other universities also. In Karachi, we have planned कि NED में we shall have some center because that is industry hub. In Lahore, we also plan to establish some center that could be compressed air, automation, or other industry technologies. Sialkot is another industry hub where we want to establish, and KPK is again. So we will look forward the sports from partners and associate in a similar fashion, which will be within Pakistan as well as abroad, and more companies can join in because it is not a small effort. So with that, I thank you very much, and it is a great opportunity for me to be part of this whole activity. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such a valuable information. I'm sure that this center will really create a big difference in the knowledge and the know-how of compressed air in this area for the industry in Faisalabad, Lahore, and inshallah in surrounding areas. Now we have a representation from chambers, from Lahore Chamber and from Faisalabad Chamber. And I would like to request Mr. Umar Salim, which is basically leading this university industry academia linkages in Lahore Chamber. So I would request him to please have few words on the Center of Excellence. Please, sir.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I'm Umar Salim. I'm an entrepreneur. I do my own business. I'm CEO of Salim's and founding convener of Industry Academia Linkage at LCCI and FPCCI. On the behalf of Lahore Chamber of Commerce and the business community of Lahore, I congratulate Dr. Tanveer Saab, Dr. Arshad Ali Saab, Imtiaz Rasgar Saab are always heart favorite. You always come up with excellent and brilliant ideas, and the industry and academia need these kind of things. And I'm very glad to see Mia Latif Saab here, because we heard a lot of stories about your self. So it's very nice to meet you today, because when we meet each other, we learn from each other. So it's all a learning. Now come back to the topic of industry academia linkage. We believe that this industry academia linkage could be a game changer for Pakistan, because Pakistani industry and Pakistani academia, if they want to excel, if they want to create employment, if they want to increase the business, then they have to work together. They have a strong linkage, because without it, you cannot produce technology, you cannot create innovation, you cannot do import substitute development, you cannot, and for all these things, you have to do applied research. And this is a superb example of applied research, that because only research is not enough. we need applied research on the demand of industry, because unless and until we'll not listen the industry, then how can we produce such things which industry require? And in fact, how can they give employment to the youth of the universities who don't know about the requirements of the industry? So for all this thing, this industry academia linkage is very important. And today NTU has taken a very great step. I really congratulate all of you. And I would like to sum up thing with one verse, that khud chirag ban ke jal waqt ke andhere mein, khud chirag ban ke jal waqt ke andhere mein, bhig ke ujalon mein roshni nahi hoti. So इसीलिए ये जो इंडस्ट्री एकेडमिया लिंकेज की हम बात कर रहे हैं, डॉक्टर अरशद अली साहब जब HEC के एग्जीक्यूटिव डायरेक्टर थे, इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव लिया. हमने लाहौर चैम्बर में लिया, हमें बड़ा खुशी हुई, हमने बहुत लर्न किया डॉक्टर अरशद साहब से. और आज जब इन्होंने इनवाइट किया और पता चला सड़कें भी बंद हैं, और इम्तियाज रास्कर साहब ने भी पूछा कि बताओ क्या हालात है, हमने कहा आना तो पड़ेगा, बिकॉज ये ऐसा एक कॉज है जिसके लिए आपने आगाज किया हुआ है, तो इसको आधे रास्ते में नहीं छोड़ा जा सकता. क्योंकि जिसका ब्रेन चाइल्ड होता है, जिसकी सोच होती है, वही उसको बेहतर अंदाज में लेके आगे चल सकता है. और वो सीट पर हो या ना हो, कोई भी हो, ठीक है, वो हर वक्त वो बल्ब उसके दिल में रोशन होता है. तो हमने कहा जी आएंगे, और आज आप सारों को यहाँ देख के मुझे बड़ी खुशी हुई है, बिकॉज आप सारे बिजनेस कम्युनिटी के वो लोग हैं और एकेडेमिया के जो इस मुल्क के लिए कुछ करना चाहते हैं. क्योंकि एक चीज़ हमें सर बहुत क्लियर होनी चाहिए, जो मेरा बिलीव भी है और हम सब का बिलीव है कि ये मुल्क हमारा है, इस मुल्क के लोग हमारे हैं, इस मुल्क के मसाइल भी हमारे ही हैं जिन्हें हम ही ने सॉल्व करना है. और ये तभी सॉल्व होंगे जब हमारा आपस का लिंकेज मजबूत होगा, और ये लिंकेज तभी मजबूत हो सकता है जब उसके करने वालों में इखलास हो. इखलास बहुत ज़रूरी है, और जिस इखलास से आपकी सारी टीम कर रही है, मैं बहुत खुश हूँ. और आपको वंस अगेन आई कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट यू. और इंशाल्लाह ताला हमारे से लाहौर की बिजनेस कम्युनिटी, इंडस्ट्री की तरफ से जो कुछ हो सकता है, वी आर ऑल अवेलेबल सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, sir. Now, Chaudhry Nawaz Saab, who has been ex-president of Faisalabad Chamber of Commerce, sir, please say some words on the role of NTU and the Center of Excellence, sir, please.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम. जैसे मेरे दोस्त अभी उमर सलीम साहब लाहौर से, मैं अप्रिशिएट करता हूँ कि ये रास्ते बंद होने की वजह से यहाँ आए, तो मैं तो थोड़ा सा लेट आया, उसकी मैं माजरत चाहता हूँ. बिल्कुल जैसे इन्होंने कहा कि इंडस्ट्री और ये अपना यूनिवर्सिटी का जो लिंकेज है, जो मतलब आप जो एजुकेशन दें वो नॉलेज बेस हो और हमारे जो इंडस्ट्री के काम आने वाली चीज़ें हों. तो मैंने देखा है कि जब से मैं प्रेसिडेंट था, अरशद साहब यहाँ वीसी थे, तो काफ़ी चीज़ें हम उसमें शेयर कर रहे हैं. उसके बाद डॉक्टर तनवीर साहब ने भी माशाल्लाह हर दफ़ा हमें ऑन बोर्ड लिया, और जो चीज़ें हमें ज़रूरत थी, जो चीज़ें इंडस्ट्री को ज़रूरत थी, उस पर फोकस किया और वही एजुकेशन आगे दी. डॉक्टर यासर नवाब साहब हमेशा हमारे साथ ये ऑन बोर्ड होते हैं. और मैं एक चीज़ थोड़ी सी हमारी तरफ से कमी है कि हमारे ये नाक के नीचे हैं, हम इतनी ज़्यादा इनसे फ़ायदे नहीं ले रहे. सियालकोट चैम्बर और लाहौर वाले हमसे मतलब आगे हैं. तो रास्त गुफ्तार साहब आप बड़ा अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, बड़ा ये मतलब जो चीज़ें मेरी इंडस्ट्री के लिए ज़रूरत है हमने वो सोची नहीं, लेकिन उस पर आपने अच्छा काम किया, अच्छी चीज़ें दे रहे हैं. मैं आपको उस पर अप्रिशिएट भी करता हूँ, और मैं दुआ करता हूँ कि आप इसी तरह हमारे मुल्क की, हमारी इंडस्ट्री की और हमारी खिदमत कर रहे हैं. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Chaudhry Saab. Up next, we have a recorded message from Dutch Ambassador, Mr. Walter Plomp. So please play the message.
Very happy to be today virtually with you in Faisalabad. And I'm also very happy to be today virtually with you in Faisalabad. And I'm also very proud that a Dutch company named VP Instruments is donating these compressed air measuring equipment and a monitoring system to the Center of Excellence for Compressed Air in Faisalabad. And I have learned that compressed air is essential in the textile industry to reduce waste and to lower the energy costs, and thereby making the Pakistani textile industry more competitive. And we as the Netherlands Embassy are very committed to helping Pakistan and the Pakistani private sector through the Pakistani Textile Buyers Forum in becoming more competitive, ultimately to improve the livelihoods and the working conditions for so many laborers in the Pakistani textile sector. Once again, happy to be in Faisalabad with you. Have a good conference.
Now we have Miss Cynthia Pricker from VP Instrument Netherlands. She is working as a Director Marketing. So I will request her to please say her views as well as.
Thank you so much. I hope you guys can hear me. First of all, on behalf of VP Instruments, I thank, of course, Dr. Ashad Ali and the team of the Asian Institute of Industrial Air for this great opportunity. And also a big thank you to Raskar and Airport Techniques in helping us with the support and the installation of our equipment in the room. When we were approached, I think about a year ago, for donating this equipment, we were straight away really enthusiastic about this opportunity. We don't see many universities worldwide in already teaching something about compressed air, but as far as we know, this is the first institute who actually has a live demo room where students and professional engineers can actually just see firsthand and play with compressed air, the tools, and see what happens. This is the best way to learn. So of course, we're really sorry that we cannot be there in person, but we are really happy to be here virtually and still be present in this inauguration. So Dr. Ashad Ali asked me to mention a few words about the importance of measuring and monitoring of compressed air. And this is really what we see is key to make some really good decisions on how to optimize your system. You can compare measuring and monitoring to the tools in a hospital. Without an X-ray, how can the doctor establish that your leg is broken? So measuring and monitoring works the same in compressed air. We see the same as what was already mentioned, that compressed air is considered as free. So we see so many examples of just wastage worldwide. And by measuring, you can actually see what is wrong. What we have seen is as soon as what we experience firsthand when we go into a factory, when the pressure level at machine level is not accordingly, first thing that people will do is just look at the compressors, look at the compressor room, and they're considering buying a new compressor or just replacing one. Well, we come in with the measurement equipment, or as our partner comes in, Raskar, with the measurement equipment of VP Instruments. Actually, the customers then realize, the manufacturers realize, that the new compressor is not the way forward. And they can do so much more before that. They can just reduce wastage. They see with the measuring devices a lot of leakages that they can repair. They see inappropriate use, and sometimes they realize that compressed air can be replaced, for instance, by blower air, which is a lot cheaper. And by doing all these optimizations, then the customer can actually, and the manufacturer can actually just not decide to make buy a new compressor. Or sometimes we even see that the compressor can be turned off. So that is just real energy savings. So in the Center of Excellence, what can be seen is you have seen power meters that can measure actually the input of a compressor. So you can actually see the energy cost and the electricity bill. But we've also donated the equipment to measure the output, flow meters that measure flow, pressure, temperature, dew point sensors. Also, you can measure the actual compressed air consumption. And these two combined, you can really see what the electricity bill is for your compressed air, and you can see where your compressed air is flowing. Just recently, I've spoken to another textile factory who has 48 loom machines. And by measuring actually their flow consumption, they narrowed down to per textile, per, how do you call it, fabric. They know exactly the amount of compressed air used in a loom machine per fabric. So this means that they have been able to optimize their production to the maximum, because now they can make real use of their compressed air system to the maximum for their production. And by lowering further their consumption by reducing all these waste, they can now actually include more loom machines on the same compressed air system. So they can expand production with the same compressed air system. So that is a real beneficiary for the textile industry. So we really see this, this Center of Excellence as perfect for showing all these techniques to students and professional industries. And not only the basics of just measuring and monitoring, where we see the monitoring, that's where everything just combines into one system. The revolution of Industry 4.0 and Ethernet and Internet has made it so much easier to save compressed air and get insight these days. Because now with monitoring systems like the VP Vision, you can actually see just behind your desk, the energy manager, for instance, or the operator, can monitor the compressed air system behind their desk, on their phone, or even from home. So that makes it a lot easier. And even with reports and alarms, they can be triggered if something has happened straight away. So they can easily just jump in and, for instance, if a big leak occurs, they will be notified and somebody can take action immediately so that a leakage will be repaired as soon as possible, preventing energy losses. So we are very proud of the Center of Excellence that this initiative is taken and with the Institute. And we wish the Pakistan industry to a lot of success with this education of this institute so that the knowledge will increase, and by increasing knowledge that there will be a lot more awareness and the knowledge to know how to tackle all this waste and what to do. So we believe that the Center of Excellence will definitely add to the textile industry being more flourishing and being more energy sufficient. So of course, the energy savings leads to a cleaner world. So thank you so much. We're really proud and we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia, for your nice words as well. And now I would like to request Mia Mohammad Latif, Chairman Chenab Group, to say his words on the Center of Excellence, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today is a very, very important day. My age need about 70 or last 45 years, and I am in Faisalabad or special in textile industry from zero to not hero. This is today arranged by Rasgar Imtiaz Sahab, is very old friend, and always we inspire from him, his team. Dr. Tanveer is the new hope of our textile industry. Dr. Arshad, very little time he spent with us, few months only, but we always admire Dr. Arshad, his effort, especially when he leave even after 6 months or 7 months, 1 year. हमें तो लगा कि अब आए चल गए. So he do something here, and still we are enjoying that steps. And even when he leave the university, till today, we are feeling their जो hardcore होती है university के साथ, वो always we expect in future also. All other friends from speaking side and all the learning side, the whole friends. मुझे इस यूनिवर्सिटी से जो लगाव है उसका आप अंदाज़ा ये कर लें कि लास्ट 30 years आई एम विद द कॉलेज, द कॉलेज बोर्ड, एंड फिर यूनिवर्सिटी बनाने में जो हमें मुश्किलात आई, जो चीज़ें हुई हैं, और जो इसका मकसद है, जो सबसे बड़ा मकसद है जिसमें हम एज पाकिस्तानी वी कैन नॉट प्राउड, वी आर टू distance from the world. We have a big industry, textile industry, not a small industry as a developing country. जो हमारे कंपटीटर हैं उनमें एक ही डिफरेंस है, man behind the machine, that is more important, and then machine. We have a machine, but not a man behind the machine proper. No doubt, ये जो हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी है, they are produce a lot of our technical people, and mostly they are our GM, and even they are working very nice. And उन लोगों ने जो रोल प्ले किया है हमारी इंडस्ट्री में, स्पेशली स्पिनिंग, वीविंग एंड स्पेशली प्रोसेसिंग में, जो कि वैल्यू एडिशन में थी, हम बहुत पीछे थे. आज जो यूनिवर्सिटी की सूरत हाल है, इस पे हम प्राउड कर सकते हैं टुडे, कि आज जो चंद सालों में जो हमने इसमें अचीवमेंट की हैं, उसमें बेशुमार दोस्तों का रोल है जो पहले हमारे साथ यहाँ रहे हैं. इवन जो प्रिंसिपल रहे हैं उन्होंने भी रोल प्ले किया. लेकिन जब से यूनिवर्सिटी बनी है तो टोटल रंग चेंज हो गया है इस पूरी यूनिवर्सिटी का. जो हम दुनिया में देखते थे यूनिवर्सिटियां, तो अब हमें फीलिंग है ये कि ये उस यूनिवर्सिटी का लेवल जो है. डॉक्टर साहब अक्सर हमारी मीटिंग में कहते रहते हैं ये सेंटर ऑफ एक्सीलेंस, ये यूनिवर्सिटी बनेगी. तो 2-4 इवेंट पहले भी हुए हैं और आज का इवेंट भी उसकी तरफ मैं समझता हूँ कि बहुत राइट डायरेक्शन है उसमें, एंड वी मस्ट बी अचीव. तो वी आर वेरी थैंकफुल मिस्टर उमर सलीम एंड चौधरी नवाज साहब. चौधरी नवाज साहब का ये है कि बड़े अच्छे दोस्त हैं हमारे. ये पावरलूम इंडस्ट्री से इनका ताल्लुक है, जो हमारी सबसे ओल्ड हिस्ट्री है, और स्टिल हम उनसे साथ चिमटे हुए हैं. मजबूरी कह ले लोगों की, इन्वेस्टमेंट की या दूसरी, लेकिन दुनिया हमसे आसमान पे चल गई और हम अभी अंडरग्राउंड हैं टेक्सटाइल में. बट अब उसके साथ साथ जो हमारी स्पिनिंग इंडस्ट्री है, हमारी वीविंग इंडस्ट्री है, और वीविंग का जो मतलब ये पार्ट था, अब आप ये देख रहे हैं जो हमारे पास है बहुत थोड़ी है. अभी हमें ऑर्डर मिले हैं जो कि इस एकेडमी के बाद मिले. हालत ये है कि 3 माह हम, मेरे पास 160 लूमें चल रही है इस टाइम पे एयरजेट, 3 माह तक बुक है. ऑर्डर कोई हम खुद भी लेते हैं तो हमें किसी और से बनवाना पड़ रहा है. हालत ये है. और इसमें जो रोल है वो हमारी इस यूनिवर्सिटी का है, जो आज वो इस काम से. तो ये जो आपने आज कंप्रेशर की बात किया, तो मैंने तो सबसे ज्यादा मुझे हर्ट किया है इस टेक्नोलॉजी ने, जो पहले हमारे पास थी या आज जो मसाइल हैं. कंप्रेशर मेरे हिसाब से तो अलग एक ही है, जैसे ह्यूमन बॉडी में किडनी होती है ना, ये हमारी इंडस्ट्री की किडनी है. इसने पूरी इंडस्ट्री चला. अगर ये बैठ जाए या प्रॉपर काम ना कर रही हो तो पूरी हमारी मशीन काम नहीं करेगी. तो नो बडी, मतलब इस तरह से हम वहां से क्वाड खाने से हमारे बंदे, मैं भी देखता हूँ, मैंने कई दफा उनको झाड़ा इस बात पर, यार पैसे और लगा लो, नया लो. तो अमूमन ये होता है कि जी वहां से कोई ले लो, लेके मरम्मत करके लगा दो. तो ये हमारी इंडस्ट्री का अलमिया है, अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ. जैसे हम बहुत अच्छी मशीनरी भी चला रहे हैं और बहुत ओल्ड भी चला रहे हैं. और उसमें जो हमारा सबसे ज्यादा का, जब मैं शुरू में ये लगाई एयरजेट, तो हमारी 23-24% उसकी एनर्जी कॉस्ट होती थी. टुडे nowadays आफ्टर इवन रिलीफ फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट 7.5, वो भी खत्म हो गई है, 9 सेंट पे चल गई. अब 52% ऑफ द टोटल कॉस्ट, 52% ऑफ द टोटल कॉस्ट ओनली एनर्जी. इवन लेबर कॉस्ट, a lot of others, और how possible कि we survive. ये सोचने की बातें हैं. और ये जो सोचने का आपने फोरम आज यहाँ पे मुनक़िद किया है, मैं डॉक्टर यासर और बाकी सारे जो हमारे साथी हैं यहाँ पे, मैं पहले भी इनको देखता रहता हूँ. दे आर डूइंग अ लॉट डे एंड नाइट. अब जो है कंपटीशन का जो 10, 12, 15 साल का हमारा चाइना से था, वो कन्वर्ट हो गया. अब चाइना दूसरे मुल्कों को फेस कर रहा है, बांग्लादेश को फेस कर रहा है, वियतनाम को फेस कर रहा है. पाकिस्तान आल्सो वन ऑफ देम. वी कैन कि वहाँ पे वो चीज़ें नहीं रही जो वो उस टाइम पे वो प्रोवाइड कर रहे थे कि 35% तक वो सब्सिडियाँ और ये वो सारियाँ. اور لیبر کاسٹ ان کی ہم سے بہت زیادہ ہو گئی ہے. تو یہ پاکستان کی انڈسٹری کے لیے ایک دوبارہ ایک زندگی کا ایک کہتے ہیں نا جھونکا ہے دوبارہ. اس کو ہمیں یہ سب نے مل کے, اور اس میں آپ سب دوستوں نے جو باتیں کی ہیں, جو ڈسکس کیا ہے, یہ بہت امپورٹنٹ ہے. اور میرا یہ خیال ہے کہ جس طرح یہ سینٹر آف ایکسیلنس بنا ہے ڈاکٹر ارشد صاحب نے اور مس نے وہاں سے ڈچ سینتھیا نے, ہمارا کافی تعلق ہے کیونکہ ڈچ مشینیں بہت اچھی ہیں جرمن کے ساتھ ساتھ. موسٹلی جرمن مشین ہے ہماری ویلیو ایڈ انڈسٹری میں. تو اسٹاک جو ہے وہ بھی ڈچ ہے, اور بھی ان کی اچھی ٹیکنالوجی سیم ہے لائک جرمنی. ان کے بعد اٹالین آتی ہیں. تو وہ تو ہمیں اویلیبل ہیں. ہمیں جو اویلیبلٹی چاہیے وہ یہ ہے جو آج ہم کریں کہ وہ مشینیں لا کے ان کو پراپر طریقے سے ہم یوٹیلائز کریں اور ان کو سے ہم بینیفٹ لیں جو ہماری کاسٹوں کا بینیفٹ ہے. تو میں مطلب امید کرتا ہوں کہ یہ آج جو 2-4 دوست میرے بیٹھے ہیں یہاں انڈسٹری سے, کوئی ڈاکٹر یاسر اور جو دوسرے دوست ہمارے ادھر کرتے ہیں, کہ ان کو بلائیں. چودھری نواز صاحب بھی اس میں رول پلے کر سکتے ہیں جو آج کل ہمارے چیمبر کے پریزیڈنٹ بنے, وہ ویسے انڈسٹری سے پروسیسنگ انڈسٹری. احتشام صاحب اور بھی کافی دوست ہیں ہمارے جو پہلے بھی رہے ہیں اور مطلب انڈسٹری بھی ہے. ہم سارے کوشش کر کے ان کو بلا کے یہاں پہ اسی طرح کے 1-2 سیشن کریں ان کے ساتھ تاکہ وہ صحیح معنوں میں اس کو یوٹیلائز کر سکے. تو میں آپ سب کا بڑا مشکور ہوں کہ آپ نے مجھے یہاں پہ بٹھایا. تو میں اس کا سب سے زیادہ میں اس قابل نہیں ہوں. تو تھینک یو ویری مچ. اللہ حافظ.
طلحہ صاحب 1 منٹ مجھے چاہیے ہوگا. طلحہ صاحب 1 منٹ مجھے. بالکل جیسے میاں لطیف صاحب نے کہا اگلے 15 سال ٹیکسٹائل کے ہیں, میں دیکھ رہا ہوں. تو لیکن بڑے افسوس کے ساتھ ہمیں کہنا پڑ رہا ہے کہ ہم کاٹن میں بہت پیچھے چل گئے. تو ہمارا اینول ڈنر ہوا 27 ستمبر کو. تو وہاں 3-4 MNA سے سٹنگ آئے. تو وہاں میں نے مطلب ہمارا جو کاٹن تھا, ایک ہمارا وائٹ گولڈ تھا, وہ ہمارے ہاتھ سے نکل رہا ہے. اسی بیس سے ہم ساری جو ابھی تک مار کھاتے رہے, میاں صاحب کہتے ہیں مہنگی انرجی مہنگی سارا کچھ کر کے, وہ صرف ہماری کاٹن سستی تھی, وہ ہمارے ہاتھ سے نکل رہی ہے. میں نے وہاں ایک تجویز دی تھی کہ ہمارے پاس ایگریکلچر یونیورسٹی ہے اور پلس یہ ہمارے لیے بلیسنگ ہے کہ NTU یہ دونوں مل کے اس پہ کام کریں. مجھے یاد ہے کہ 4 سال پہلے ایک کاٹن کانفرنس کی تھی آپ نے, اور میں اس کو ہوسٹ کیا تھا وہاں چیمبر میں. تو وہاں ایک پروفیسر آئے تھے امریکہ سے, تو انہوں نے کہا تھا کہ میں لیٹسٹ کوالٹی لیٹسٹ جو آپ کو چاہیے چیزیں میں فری آف کاسٹ آپ کو دینے کے لیے تیار ہوں, آپ ہمیں بندے دیں. کوئی اس طرح کا چیمبر جیسے میاں صاحب نے کہا چیمبر پریزیڈنٹ آئے تو ہم آپ کے ساتھ کوئی کرتے ہیں. تو اور مطلب یہ ہمیں بہت ضروری ہے, اور یہ کوئی ایک دن کا کام نہیں. مطلب ہمارے پاس اتنا کام ہے ویونگ میں سارے ہے. آپ جو ہے میڈپس والے وہ بھی کہہ رہے ہیں ہمارے پاس 6 مہینے کے آرڈر ہیں. اور مطلب وہ ہمارے پاس اگر کاٹن نہ رہی, ابھی تو ہم گورنمنٹ سے مطالبہ کر رہے ہیں کہ باہر سے فوری آئے, منسٹر کو بھی اور اس کو بھی فوراً فری کیا جائے اور وہ آ جائے. لیکن ان دا لانگ ٹرم ہمارے پاس زمین ہے, سارا کچھ ہے, ہم لیٹسٹ اس میں. مجھے یاد ہے کہ آپ نے وہ جو آخری ڈائس ہوئی ہے اس میں آپ نے ایک چیز, میں 30 سال سے اس میں ہوں, آپ نے ایک میری انفارمیشن, جب ہم یہاں آتے ہیں کوئی نہ کوئی چیز لے کے جاتے ہیں, آپ نے بتایا تھا کہ بائی ویلیو جو ہے جرمنی اور سوئٹزرلینڈ یہ دنیا میں پہلے دوسرے نمبر پہ ہیں. اپنا جو ہاں ٹھیک ہے ہاں جی.
Okay, to the concluding of the ceremony, now I would like to request Mia Mohammad Latif Saab to present souvenirs to the major contributors of this Center of Excellence. And I would also like to request Professor Dr. Tanveer Hussain or Imtiaz Raskar Saab to accompany with Mia Latif Saab. So please. So first, I will invite Mr. Maqsood Zulfikar Saab, who is the CEO of Raskar & Co. To receive his shield, sir. Mr. Umar Salim Saab from Lahore Chamber of Commerce, sir. Syed Mahfouz Qutub Saab, Sector Chairman, Lahore Committee, the Textile Institute. Sir Imtiaz Saab himself, please receive the shield from Mia Latif Saab and Dr. Tanveer Saab. Dr. Tanveer Hussain Saab, sir, please receive shield from Mia Latif Saab and Imtiaz Saab. Similar to this Center of Excellence, we have also state-of-the-art weaving facility where we create jacquard design, very excellent. The shield presented to the Imtiaz Saab basically is woven on this center. Now I would like to request Mia Mohammad Latif Saab to receive his shield, I mean this woven portrait from Imtiaz Saab and Dr. Tanveer Saab. This portrait is made by our technicians and the students of the final year, sir. Lastly, I would request Professor Dr. Arshad Ali Saab to receive his shield from Mia Latif Saab, Imtiaz Saab and Dr. Tanveer Saab. Thank you all of you, and thank you Ms. Cynthia for joining us and being online for the whole session. Now we would like to move to the we are also thankful to the Dutch ambassador for their message, and his representative on behalf of Dutch ambassador, she is with us as well. So I thank you all of you, and we will gift you the shield to your embassy.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So now moving to the group photo, I think this is space is limited, so we will move all together to the place near Rector Saab office. We will have their group photo session, and then we will proceed to the inauguration. Sir, फिर इधर ही कर लें. ठीक है. So if we can gather here in a group, Asif Saab and his team will help to please gather in a proper manner for a good group photo.